Hey YouTube, we have yet another. Man, I thought the 3-star quests were gonna be better. I'm just taking care of some of the easy peasy ones, the ones that aren't that exciting. And I'm getting them out of the way. We're fighting Conga. Ooh, Conga. It's Conga and the Kongala, whatever. Freaking proper names. And the swamp. And it's daytime swamp, so I don't even have to worry about poison. And thanks to my detect, I see where he is. He's in the grassy field. I want to say it's 8 or 9. I'm not completely sure. I don't have... Excuse me. Almost 2 a.m. now, and so yes, I'm a little bit tired. School tomorrow in the morning. I need to get an essay done, but we're gonna do this. I want to say it's 9 or 10. Could be wrong. Whatever. You'll know it when you see it, and you can just watch me get there. So I'm rushing up to it. I'm ignoring anything in here because even though I'll probably have to fight them in these areas, it doesn't really matter because they'll probably respawn when I walk back in. So 8. Okay, so 8. This area is a very easy area to fight wyverns in. It's very big, it's very wide, there's no obstacles blocking your view, except for like 2-3 trees. There is a Vespoid there's a couple Vespoids that continually respawn, but we've all dealt with Vespoids, or if you haven't dealt with Vespoids, basically just keep moving. If you're melee, then Vespoids are almost never a problem. Vespoids are there to bug gunners. And I'm a heavy gunner, so Vespoids are kind of annoying for me, but whatever. As long as they don't paralyze me, I don't care. Biggest thing with Conga is just pay attention. All of his things are easy to dodge, as long as he's not in rage. Even in rage, he telegraphs what he's going to do very quickly. But he does do a lot of damage. He's not Blango, he's not fast and minorly powerful, he is very slow, very telegraphed, and very damaging. One belly flop will probably take half a gunner's HP. If it's raged, it will probably kill a gunner and drop the Blade Master's armor by probably 3/4. Especially early game when you don't have high defense armor. I think the total defense on this armor set is what, 20, 30, if that. I mean, lucky in the low level quests, he doesn't fling poo that often, and he doesn't have the wide angle, like 180 degree freaking spread of poo, which is a beast to dodge. He's got 2 moves that leave him incredibly vulnerable. The belly flop, as you can probably have noticed by now, and the 3 rapid claw swings, which end up with him on his back. There's an extra carve for him. It's not really a carve because you don't carve it, but it's a extra reward on the quest return screen. If you break his horn, you don't need any specific element. You just have to keep hitting his horn. You should be hitting his face. It is the highest damage he'll take, his face and his tail. The face is a bit hard to hit because you tend to hit shoulder and back, unfortunately. His arms do tend to be in the way in the easy to hit spots. Or, if he's belly flopping, he usually... Oh, excuse me about that. He usually belly flops past you. Easy way to deal with it on when he's doing the triple claw, though, is if you've noticed, as long as you stay on his right side, or your right side, his left side, he will flop head first to you. Gives you about 2 to 3 shots, maybe 4, depending on your recoil. And keep doing it, you'll break the horn and get that extra. It doesn't do anything special as far as I know. Breaking his horn, I should say. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about strategy for excuse me. Do 2 Cutku videos, and you say Cutku and you mean Conga. Yeah, notice what I said. A lot of damage. Rage mode, I'm one charge. I'm pretty much dead. I mean, it took half my life. Second biggest thing about Kangala is just don't get cocky. I mean, if I was to make basics from succeeding in Monster Hunter, the first one would be don't get greedy, and the second one would be don't get cocky. It doesn't matter how good you are, monsters will kill you, and if they hit you, they will deal a lot of damage, unless you're severely outgearing a quest, which, if you're farming, okay, but if you're just learning a quest, like right there, I got cocky. I took that extra shot. I got greedy, I got cocky, thinking I could roll this, and guess what? Now I have to heal, which means I'm not putting DPS out on this conga. And I still have to reload, which means I have to wait for him to do something which would let me reload. Fortunately, he does it right after I'm done healing. But it's still wasted time. Sorry for all the yawns, but like I said, 2 a.m., I'm slightly tired. I still have to write an essay, so whatever. Yeah. At the end of this video, you get to see an example of what not to do when fighting. It almost kills me. His sleep area is very populated, and it's populated by a lot of usually either Io prey or Kangas. And for the love of goodness, yeah, that's just me being stupid right there. He only charges one spot if he's running away, and I walk right in front of it. It's not even homing. I'm just bad at this game. Excuse me. So like I was saying, I mean, it's full of like anywhere from 4 to 6 prey, and I just ignore them. I mean, best thing to do probably would have been put pellets on and just pellet spam the things to death, but I didn't want to waste the shots, and he was almost dead, so gun ammo was cheap. I mean, aside from the elemental stuff, gun ammo was very cheap. It's not worth the loss of anywhere from 500 to 1,000 centi from dying and losing your reward money to save maybe 200 centi worth of shot ammo. I think it looked like he was limping. That's kind of strange. But this is like the third rage, and I just broke the helmet, or the cone, hair cone. He's a cone head, and I think he's limping, and I'm bad at aiming. And he's running away, going, "Holy shit! I got owned!" And he starts running away. You can tell which area he's running to because there's only, I want to say, 2 possible places he can run to from this area. And his sleep area is this one over here will lead to, and the previous area is at will be the other end. If he charges the other end, that's where he goes to. So I try and take enough time that he'll pop down and sleep, but the transition from one area to the next when he goes to his sleep area is so long that I end up actually getting there before he does, which is kind of weird. But also I don't bring warm drinks because I'm like, hey, I'll kill him in like a minute, that'll be alright, and yeah, that doesn't happen. So I'm not sure my voice will sync up perfectly with the audio because I'm going to have to cut the video a bit because it is a little bit over. I have to drop 40 seconds from it somewhere. If anyone can tell me if you can, and if you can, how you can, to speed up video, like fast forward essentially, in Virtual Dub or a freely available video editor, that'd be much appreciated. So this is going to be my example of what not to do. Yeah, see this? That's going to be a very common thing. I am very lucky that standing up is invincible, and that I just mashed roll and got away. because there are 3 IO prey, and there's a pissed off Kangala. And if I try and stop to either reload or shoot, I stand a very good chance of getting hit by at least one of them. And with my amount of life right now, they all hurt a lot. So, don't do this. This is foolish. Well, since I don't really have too much more to say, and the audio is going to be a little bit desynced, and I'm not quite sure exactly where this will end up in relation. It should only be about a second or two desync, if anything, to the video. I am going to say later from here and just let you watch the rest of the video in peace and silence. I probably should have added music, background music, like I did for the other two, but I don't know. Anyway, later.